What are energy downloads? Are they happening to you? As you continue to progress on your personal path of ascension, you may experience a common phenomenon that's often referred to as spiritual energy downloads. So what are these downloads all about? The metaphor of spiritual downloads. Well, first and foremost, the term download as a metaphor used to explain the process of receiving an influx of knowledge, higher light frequency, awareness, or receiving consciousness updates to the programs within your mental and physical operating system. The term download really is a powerful metaphor for this phenomenon, because receiving influxes of light and conceptual awareness in this way operates in a very similar manner as to how you would download a program to your computer. Let's look at that for a moment. Your computer is presently running on a certain operating system. The operating system manages your computer's memory, processes, and all of its software and hardware programs. As technology advances, you have the option to download updates to your present operating system. These updates bring advancements to your computing experience and are meant to improve the overall experience of using your computer. When you successfully upgrade your operating system, your computer will run differently and in a new way. Maybe it runs faster, maybe it has a sleeker interface. No matter the specifics, in one way or another it is upgraded. Alternatively, you have the option to download new programs to your computer. These new programs allow your computer to perform new tasks, to access new information, and they allow you to create new possibilities, using your same existing computer. The same process is essentially true with you in the physical. You're able to download higher light, divine consciousness, soul awareness, and healing frequency in order to upgrade your operating system of beliefs and to access new programs and new possibilities such as healing abilities, new psychic senses, and new levels of awareness. Energy downloads can come from a variety of sources. You may download light frequency and information from your soul, from your higher divine I Am presence, from your team of guides and angels, direct from the infinite, from the awakened human heart grid, from the crystalline grid, the great central sun, and really from a number of different sources. In my perspective, the way a download comes in is through your crown center at the top of your head. When a download happens, it's like receiving a blast or surge of a light into your being. You momentarily link in with the stream of infinite divine consciousness to receive in a flood or river-like flow, divine guidance, insight and realization. An interesting way to look at energy downloads is that they are packets of information. So back to the computer analogy. Receiving a spiritual download is much like you've just downloaded an amazing course in a .zip file onto your computer. So, the course is all there on your computer. But it's zipped up, it's packed up, and so to access the knowledge contained within it, you need to unzip the file, and then actually go through all of the course components to receive the information your computer now has on it. Spiritual downloads as a physical being. The same is true when receiving downloads as a physical being. The way I often experience and receive downloads is that they flow in like a stream or sudden burst of conscious expansion and awareness, flowing in through the crown chakra, in through your mind's eye, your throat, your heart, and then integrating into your being through your ascension column of light, which is the central energetic column uniting all of your chakras centers as one pillar or one column of light that grounds all the way down to the crystalline core of Gaia Mother Earth, and links all the way up to the light of infinite, the light of the divine, the light of source. When you are open, centered, and present in the middle, you're able to download so much to upgrade your operating system within the physical, and actually integrate the higher knowledge, frequency and consciousness your system has already downloaded and tuned into, but which you may not be consciously and logically aware of yet. The energetic downloads you receive are helping to upgrade your operating system. You're downloading insight into programs you're already running, and tapping into new levels of awareness, new knowledge, light, higher frequency, and new abilities that you can then, through your awareness, through staying centered, present, and observing your reality, you can access in order to bring your gifts to the surface, to ascend into blossom into being the embodied divine being present in physical form that you were. So this is the why behind why downloads come in. Higher consciousness streaming in from the infinite, from the divine, from your guides, from the Akashic records of your soul. It is the phenomenon and experience on your ascension path where you're receiving guidance, knowing, frequency upgrades, and activations that serve you in ascending and further progressing on your spiritual path, embodying more of the light of the divine being you authentically are. What to do with the downloads you received. So at this point, we've talked about what spiritual downloads are, and how they come in. Now, I want to touch on what you do once you have them. Because like a computer program or a course that you download onto your computer in a .zip file, with new spiritual downloads there often is a process of unzipping the file to access the information. Because here's the thing, as you progress on your path and through your meditations, through experiencing gateways of light and high energy states, you may receive downloads of information. You might even feel them come in via tingling sensations of light, sudden epiphanies, or flashes of inspiration where you see the big picture as to what's possible for you, where you see this big vision about what you are really here to do as a divine being, as a starseed, as an earth angel, to embody and to create. But even once you've received the most incredible download, there's likely going to be a gap between this new program that's been installed in your current level of programming, your current operating system. Clearing out the old programming. Back to the computer analogy. When you download an update to a program, you often need to delete the existing version of that program running on your machine before you can install and access the new one. Sponsored link. So to truly access the higher divine guidance you've downloaded, there's almost always a process of clearing out the old that is required. There's almost always the need for you to let go of the old and outdated programs running in your consciousness and to be open to a new perspective. In other words, to access the extent of the downloads you've already received, you're required to release and let go of previous levels of belief, awareness, and your prior level of consciousness. One thing that can block you from tuning into the magic and power of the higher light and spiritual guidance you've downloaded is limiting beliefs, negativity, dense energy, stagnant emotions, all of those same things that are really a continued focus for us all as we progress through ascension. To truly become more of the divine light being incarnate in physical form that you are, to I reveal that which already is. There's an essential process of peeling back the layers, letting go of the illusions, letting go of the fear and blockages so you can access and allow the inner brilliance, inspiration, magnificence of your divine truth to shine through all you do. Access your higher energetic downloads. So although you may already be downloading incredible insights and inspirations, there is often a limited ability to access that guidance, that light packet, or .zip file of divine wisdom, until you process and integrate your past experiences, challenges, and lessons. This is why we always come back to doing the work, to observing your mind, observing your actions, and taking notice of where you're thinking or acting out of alignment with what you really want. It really comes down to being impeccable in every way. Acting, thinking, and feeling in integrity and alignment with your highest divine truth. Because when you're centered, clear and present, that which you've downloaded, that light of the infinite, the light of truth, naturally springs up from within you. In the present moment, you become able to receive the inspirations needed to create value, to do your work in the world, and to make a difference. Spiritual download symptoms. Okay, so something that may come up as you receive new downloads of higher light and consciousness is that the new light, the higher frequency, and the higher level of awareness may challenge your present status quo. Downloads in and of themselves are sometimes perceived as the cause and source of physical ascension symptoms. I want to make this distinction now because I think it's important. Higher light, incredible divine frequency, and downloads of spiritual energy do not cause physical ascension symptoms. Downloads of light and frequency are blessings in every way. But what does cause symptoms, is the friction and the dissonance between the higher light you're tuning into, and the older programs and energy you're holding on to. When you effortlessly let go of the old programs, beliefs, and your old level of consciousness, there are no symptoms. However, that effortlessly letting go of the old is not actually effortless. It takes commitment, focus, and willingness. Affirmations to support the expansion of your consciousness. I am willing to embody the highest divine consciousness available to me now. I am willing to let divine consciousness embody through my personality and through my physical being. I am willing to let go of the old, to allow my highest divine consciousness to emerge. I now embody the highest divine consciousness my temple can hold. These affirmations, intentions, or decrees will support you on your path of embodiment and becoming more of the divine being you authentically are. And when you're aligned with that, when you are tuned in to the perspective of the observer, which is you as your highest divine I am presence, you're able to integrate the lessons, and receive the blessings of the downloads of light available to you. When you consciously choose to step back, observe yourself in the physical, you're naturally open to receive the influxes of light, the downloads of consciousness, and the higher awareness. When you receive a download, I would invite you to take time to integrate and unpack it. Take the time to meditate, going into your meditation asking, what guidance is available to me now? How has this download shifted my energy or restructured my awareness? What changes am I being guided to create in my life? After you meditate, journal, put into writing your awareness about what it is that download. What is the higher light you've received revealing to you? Are you already receiving downloads? Spiritual downloads are when you receive a burst of divine light frequency, higher guidance and/or inspiration through your energetic being. Then, with awareness and presence, you're able to tune into the specific facets and aspects of that download which you can then use to improve your life situation, to manifest your dreams and goals, and to take quantum leaps forward on your ascension path towards embodying the I am presence of your highest divine light being. So yes, downloads are a real thing, and yes, they're probably already happening to you. The more you're able to stay centered, present, and aware, observing yourself, and being mindful in each and every moment, the more you'll be able to notice when you do receive a download. Noting what that feels like, and looks like, what that experience is like for you, and how you can then work through the download to gain the insight and understanding, and take a quantum leap forward through accessing and integrating the download of higher light. Remember that higher light will likely shine a light on old issues, outdated programs and distortions running within your mental, emotional and spiritual field. When you become aware of these things, learn from them, heal them and release them. Sponsored links. Let go of the limited programs and beliefs so you can step into alignment with your highest divine possibility, stepping into alignment with the divine being you authentically are. Keep shining, stay present, and stay open, because when you're open and when you're present, that's when you're able to be aware of the higher guidance, knowledge, frequency, truth, wisdom, psychic ability, and infinite possibility you're downloading. I can almost guarantee that there's more that you've downloaded than you've yet to extract, integrate and access. So the key is to do the work. Do the emotional healing. Do the clearing. Make time to meditate. Expand your heart light. Tune into your ascension column. Feel your oneness with the earth, with the infinite light of source, with all that is, and become aware of the guidance available to you now. Remember that one moment